What's going on, Gen Nation? It's your man Zuplexcity here. This month, some lesser known Marvel characters make its way into the top 10, and DC creeps its way back up, fighting back into the top 10. This is the key list. How's everybody doing? It's your man Zuplexcity. We are here for episode number 3 of the key list, your February edition. We are coming off of the heels. DC is about to make its big announcement. So next month, we're going to have probably a full DC slate of movies that I think, of comics rather, that I think are going to be filling up this list. But this month, because we're still waiting for that info to come out and James Gunn to make his announcement, we went ahead and put together a list of things that I think are really going to be down the line big money makers for you guys. All right, real quick before we get into the top 10 for the month of February, I want to talk to you guys about variant covers. Um, Variant covers are something of the modern age of comics that we've come to. Some collectors hate them, some collectors love them, some collectors think, like the old school guys, think that it's kind of BS, that they're overinflated in price, and it's crazy that like the variants of certain books that really have no meaning are skyrocketing up and this, that, and the other thing. Doesn't matter. End of the day, um, collect what you like, right? We always say that. And I'm a big believer in that. If you want to collect a bunch of variant covers, collect a bunch of variant covers. Me personally, I got a collection going of variant hip hop covers that Marvel did, right? I love them. I think they're great. They're awesome. They're harder to find. They're a little bit more expensive, but the covers usually look pretty cool. And like, if it's something that you want to jump into, be it. Jump on it. What I wanted to do in this list, we're going to have a couple of books that have variant covers to them, and I'll give you the price points on those, and we'll show you the difference of the covers and stuff like that in the pictures. The thing about variant covers is this: they're harder to find, depending on the variant and what type of cover they're doing for that book. There could be a very, very limited amount that were sold or made rather, and there's something like a 1 in 25 variant, which like 1 in every 25 comic book stores get. So it's very difficult to find some variant covers, and that's what increases the price on them. Now, is it an inflated price because it's a rarer cover? Absolutely, it is. Does that mean that you can't make money on them? Absolutely, it doesn't. You can make money on variant covers. A lot of the old school guys, the old school collectors and stuff like that, they hate that you can make money on variant covers, but you can still make money on variant covers. Where you don't want to get sucked into is these weird variant covers that aren't made by the actual publishers. That's where people are getting screwed over. Stay away from those, but you can easily do your research on whatever book you're finding. Most of the comic databases online will have their variant covers that are official listed with them and stuff like that, and just look for those covers. I mean, sometimes you don't have to look specifically for that cover. You just come across it and you're like, oh, that's a cool thing, let me jump on that. There's sketch covers, there's blank covers, there's all different types of variants out there. Jump on them. I'll show you a real quick idea of what I'm talking about. This right here is Wolverine, all new Wolverine #1. If you watch my unboxing videos, you saw this book come out. This is the hip hop variant cover. This cover, um, it is like $50 to $75 for this book. This book without this cover is like a $10 book. I personally love this because I'm a huge fan of DMX, and this is an homage to the DMX album, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. I'm also a huge Wolverine fan. This was kind of a no-brainer for me, but I'm putting together my own little collection of hip-hop Marvel covers, and this fits in nicely. I have that, and I have the Black Panther Jay-Z cover. So that's kind of an idea of what the variant cover is. It's just a different cover of the book. It's the same comic, it's the same info in it. So Whether it's a first appearance of so and so or not, that plays into the value, but the variant cover can also play into the value. So let's get into the top 10 for this month. All right, we're starting it out at number 10, Fantastic Four, number 273. This is from 1984. This is the first appearance of Nathaniel Richards and the origin of Kang Prime, who's a descendant of Nathaniel Richards. This book, with all the Kang news coming out of Ant-Man, Quantumania, and Kang's the new big bad, we're getting a lot of Kang footage. There are a lot of Kang books to go after, right? Look, you can go spend 14 grand on the first appearance of Kang if you got the money. If you got the money, all power to you. Go right ahead and do that. I completely get that buy, you know. For the collectors that don't have that type of money and want to spend a little bit something less, but still get a book in that universe or in that vein, this is a great book to jump on. It gives you Origin of Kang Prime, the first appearance of Nathaniel Richards. We know Fantastic Four is coming. There is a big storyline between the Fantastic Four and Kang. So I feel like this is a good book to jump in on because the price point of this is right now is at $25. It's from 1984. It's not going to break the bank. You're not going to lose money on it. So this is the book that I'm saying. This is one of the books that I'm saying to go after for that Ant-Man 3 Kang Big Bad. Want to collect towards that. So that's number 10, Fantastic Four, number 273. First appearance of Nathaniel Richards. Number 9, Immortal Iron Fist, number 8 from 2007. This is the first appearance of the Immortal Weapons. You're talking about first appearance of Fat Cobra, uh, Bride of Nine Spiders, Dog Brother number 2, Prince of Orphans, Tiger's Beautiful Daughter. It's a group of immortal weapons from the Iron Fist uh, comics, right? So now I have a funny feeling that Marvel, with Shang-Chi doing as well as it did, is going to bring Iron Fist in later on down the road in with Shang-Chi. And I feel like Immortal Iron Fist, that run of comics, is the comics that they're going to borrow from. It's more in tune with the Shang-Chi stuff. It's more in tune with like Hyung Won and the area that Iron Fist comes from. I think personally that this is going to be the series that it borrows heavy from. And I think the Immortal Weapons could be a very good team for possibly a team up of Shang-Chi and Iron Fist to be fighting against. If you add in Shang-Chi's sister, possibly some other characters from the martial arts side of Marvel into that, I think this book sitting at $30 right now would be a great buy. It would be something awesome to pick up. Something you're not going to lose money on. It'll raise in value regardless. But if we do get the movie and it does pop, then you're golden. Plus, the cover on this thing is absolutely sick. I love the cover of this book. So that's number 9, Immortal Iron Fist. Number 8, first appearance of the Immortal Weapons. Number 8, Tomb of Dracula. Number 45. This is the first appearance of Deacon Frost. This book has not jumped yet. It's going to. It's going to jump big time. This book's from 1976. It is the first appearance of Deacon Frost. Like I said, Deacon Frost is the vampire that turns Blade. We don't know a lot about the Blade movie that we have coming. We've heard rumors that it's going to be a period piece. We've heard rumors that it's going to be a mixture of a period piece, going back, a lot of flashbacks, stuff like that. The two most main characters in Blade, besides Blade, are Deacon Frost and Hannibal King. This book, the reason why it's on this list, is sitting at under $100. You're talking about 50 to 75, maybe 80 on a really, really pristine copy. And that's nuts right now for this book to be sitting at. A book from the 70s, it's being slept on. Go buy this book. I'm telling you right now, it's going to pop. You're going to have a great return on this book. And if you get a raw copy, you manage to get above a 9 on it from something from the 70s, you're golden. You're looking at hundreds of dollars. It's gonna sell. I promise that. So that's number 8, Tomb of Dracula. Number 45, first appearance of Deacon Frost. We're talking about Batman and Robin number 1 from 2009. This is the first appearance of Professor Pig. This book, I feel, is going to have a big jump. I don't know if it's going to hit the $200-$300 mark, but it's definitely going to hit around 150, and it's looking at $10-$20 right now. All right, Matt Reeves is full bore moving ahead, no matter what happens with the DC announcement that we're going to get this week. Matt Reeves is still going forward. He's still being allowed to make Batman. He's still going to be allowed to make the HBO Max series. Professor Pig is getting his own series on HBO Max. The Batman, the Robert Pattinson movie, Matt Reeves' Batman, did very, very well for Warner Brothers. They're not getting off that train anytime soon, no matter what James Gunn hasn't planned. I'm telling you right now, even after the announcement, Matt Reeves will still be at the helm of Batman. I don't know if Peter Gunn's going to have his own Batman project in the works, possibly. But this book, considering it's the first appearance of Professor Pig, which is a very new character, and Professor Pig is getting its own series, I think is going to be a big jump up. And if you can get it a high grade copy at $10 right now, you're sold. It's money in the bank right there. So Batman and Robin number 1. This is the story of Batman and Damian Wayne. So if there's a side thing to this where if Peter Gunn decides to add in something having to do with a Robin, maybe we get Damian Wayne, maybe we don't. Not sure. This is the book to jump after. So Batman and Robin number 1, first appearance of Professor Pig. Jump on that bad boy. Number 6, Secret Warriors number 6, 2009. This is the book that revealed that Madame Hydra was actually Contessa Allegra Fontaine, what's it, 1,000 named lady. Captain America New World Order is coming. We are getting a lot of information about that. This, we know that she's in it. We know that she's running Thunderbolts. Chances are she's going to be revealed to be Madame Hydra. This is a book for you to jump on. I don't know if it's going to get to like the $100-$150 mark, $200 mark, but it's going to jump up in price considering it's sitting at $20 right now. So this is a book you could jump on. Maybe you don't have to get it graded. Maybe you just sell it raw for $50. You can make a little small profit on it, or it jumps up huge and you're sitting on found money because it's a $20 book. Every book that we've bringing you has been under the $100 mark so far on this list, and there's a reason for that. They're all going to jump up higher, regardless of if it's $10 to $20. They're all safe bets. You're not breaking the bank to jump in on them, and they're probably going to make you some decent high return on the back end, depending on how long you sit on them. Now, this one you're going to have to sit on for a little while, but I think it's going to be a nice back end. The Secret Warriors books, I think, are going to really jump up in value coming up. So that's number 6, Secret Warriors, number 6. Number 5, another book from the 70s, Captain Marvel, number 27, 1973. This is the first appearance of Star Fox, Eros, Thanos' brother. We saw him jump. They debuted him at the end of Eternals. Eternals 2 we're getting at some point. We know it's not on any of the Marvel's slate that they've given us so far. We're assuming it's going to be somewhere in Phase 6, probably, maybe end of Phase 5. We're not 100% sure. But with the galactic side of Marvel getting bigger and bigger, we got Guardians coming out, we got the Marvels coming out, both going to be set in space, both going to be on the galactic side of Marvel. I feel that Star Fox is going to be a big character to jump. And the reason why this book is on the list is, again, this book is currently sitting at around $150, maybe $200 for a super high grade. But you get it raw in really great condition and get this graded. This is going to jump up to a $500 book easily, because not only is it the first appearance of Star Fox, it's also the second appearance of Drax the Destroyer and the third appearance of Thanos. So this is a book that's really overlooked right now for whatever reason. And even though 150 is probably the most expensive book we've had on this list so far, that's not a lot of money to jump in on this book for. And this book is definitely going to skyrocket. Once you get more Star Fox, Eros, whatever you want to call them, um, this book is going to really, really push up into the like probably the $300-400 mark. And if you get it graded and get above a 9, considering it's a book from the 70s, you're easily going to get your money out of that. Easily going to be able to get your money out of that. It's a big, big push for me. I'm all in on it. I'm looking for a copy right now. Captain Marvel number 27, first appearance of Star Fox. Jump on that one. Number 4, Daredevil number 28 from 2017. Kingpin is elected mayor of New York City. This book's sitting at $10. This is the heavy, heavy favorite for the storyline that Born Again is going to be brought around. Daredevil Born Again, we know, is coming to Disney Plus. We're getting like an 18 episode massive series from Disney on Disney Plus about Daredevil. This is the storyline that they are most likely going to push, and all the rumors are pointing towards the King in Black storyline. Kingpin gets elected. Kingpin gets elected mayor of New York is a huge book. The cover on this is absolutely insane. I love it so much. Look at that. It looks so dope. $10. Spend the $10, get a high grade copy. Spend $20, get a high grade copy. This is going to jump up. Again, it's not a book that I don't think is going to break the bank, but it is definitely a book that I think can really profit you. You're going to get money back out of this. And if not, it's a great book for the collection. I'm a huge Daredevil fan. I have a lot of Daredevil books that I've collected over the years. A lot I just got back from Brandon. You saw my CGC unboxings. There was a few Daredevils in there. I still got a bunch more that I got to send out. So I've sold a few. I've kept a few. I love Daredevil. They usually have some amazing covers. This one is also in that vein. So number 4 is Daredevil number 28. Kingpin gets elected mayor of New York. Jump on that. Number 3, Tomb of Dracula number 25, 1974. Now, I told you guys, the 2 most important characters besides Blade in Blade are Deacon Frost and Hannibal King. This is the first appearance of Hannibal King. This book is sitting at around $150 to $200 for a high grade copy. It's going to skyrocket. If they don't use Hannibal King, I don't know what they're thinking, but Hannibal King is probably the most important character in Blade besides Blade and Deacon Frost. So at some point, we're going to get Hannibal King, and this book is going to jump up. And considering you can get it for $200 right now in a high grade, get it graded, you're talking this is a book that can easily become $400 or $500, maybe even closer to like this $750 range. This is definitely a book you want to jump on. It's definitely a book with the Blade movies coming out. It's going to gain more and more heat soon. Jump on it now before the spike. You want to get in before the spike. We talk about this all the time. Buy low, sell high, just like the stock market. That's number 3, Tomb of Dracula, number 25. Number 2, Batman, number 6, 2012. This is the first appearance of the Court of Owls. This book, if the rumors are true, that Matt Reeves is really planning on going into the Court of Owls, this book right now is sitting at $40 to $50 and is going to jump up a tremendous amount. Batman books always have a big spike when the movie comes out. This is going to be no different. Now, earlier we talked about variant covers. This is a book that has a very specific variant cover that right now is sitting at $200. It's the Greg Capullo sketch cover. That's sitting at 200. So if you can find the Greg Capullo sketch cover, get it graded at a high grade, what if Matt Reeves jumps into the Court of Owls, this book's going to right through the roof. Those are the books that you really want to like start trying to target, is these the modern age with comics, variant covers, like we said earlier, they're where the money's at. So we're really going to be jumping on Batman #6, first appearance of the Court of Owls. But even a regular cover on this is still 40, $50. Court of Owls is not going anywhere anytime soon. The Gotham Knights video game was centered around the Court of Owls. Court of Owls, which was written by Scott Snyder and drawn by Greg Capullo in their Batman run, is a major plot device villain, or group of villains, if you will. That's going to be in Batman for a very long time, and very rarely do you see like legacy characters be created in the modern age of comics, especially for a legacy character like Batman. So Court of Owls, I think this book's very important. The cover's sick as it is. If you can get your hands on the variant, even better. But if you can't, no problem. Get the regular cover for $50. It's gonna go up, baby. This is what we do here. So Batman #6, the first appearance of the Court of Owls. Jump on that bad boy. And your #1 book that I think you should be specking on this month is your Captain America Sam Wilson #3. This is the first appearance of Joaquin Torres, who later becomes the second Falcon. Captain America New World Order is on its way. Next year, we are definitely getting it. It is going to be the first solo Anthony Mackie Captain America movie. Joaquin Torres already showed up in Captain America Winter Soldier, the show. He's going to be in the movie. He's going to be the new Falcon, right? We know that. It's going to happen. It's going to be him, Sam, and Bucky, and they're going to be fighting probably Serpent Society. Who knows? But someone that Contessa Allegra throws at them. This book, I think, is a great book to jump on right now, because Joaquin Torres is going to be a lovable character if they do him right. And I love the actor that they have playing him. I don't remember his name right now. Don't quote me on this. But hey, that's what we do here. This book's sitting at $20 to $40, depending on the grade. And there's also a variant you should be keeping your eyes out. It's the Steve Epting variant. Put that up right here. The Steve Epting variant is looking at around $100. This book's gonna skyrocket after New World Order comes out. I see this book jumping from $20 to $40 right now to easily 150, 200 in a high graded copy. Especially if you get a nice CGC on, a nice CGC grade, you can get 9.8s of this. It's a 2016 book. It's not very old. You can get 9.8s of this, no problem. Go out, find this book, jump on this book. I'm telling you right now, it's going to go up in value. This is a book you can make probably about $100 on after even grading and everything like that once the movie comes out. But this is definitely a book that you want to jump on. That's your key list for February. Remember, guys, collect what you want. Go out there, bag and board your comics, take care of your stuff, get the things graded that you want to get graded. It's on you. It's on you guys, man. Like, I'm not going to tell you guys what you have to collect and what you don't have to collect. Collect what you love. Collect what you want. I love you guys. This is your man Zuplex with another key list. We out of here. Deuces.